Welcome to 90 Days Challenge of Learning with Blue Ocean Compliance. Today is day 35 of 90 Days Challenge. Can you imagine that we are discussing the compliance and CGMP practices which are very critical for any organization to follow, and non-compliance of which can lead to serious results of non-compliances. Okay, so since last 35 days we are discussing about the compliance. Okay, if you are working in pharmaceutical industry in any of the department, still you will have to know the compliance. You cannot survive in the pharmaceutical industry without the knowledge of compliance. And here on my YouTube channel and all my social media platform, I discuss about the good manufacturing practices, quality and compliance. And it is going to help you taking the decisions of your daily task on the pharmaceutical manufacturing companies. Okay, so that's why irrespective of any department you are working, okay, whether you are directly involved in the quality and compliance or you are not involved in the quality or compliance, but when you will know that what are the repercussions of any activity or any practices on your side, so in that way you will be able to take the decisions, accurate decisions, so that you can contribute in the growth of your organization and you will never be the reason of fail in the regulatory inspection or any of the inspection. It may be customer audit, it may be client audit, or it may be regulatory inspection. Okay, so today I have brought something different for you, and might be possible that many of you may be knowing it and many of you may be revising it, and for many people it may be new. Okay, so let me share with you that if you are manufacturing an API, if you are API manufacturing company, so it is the question that from which step CGMP to be applied. Okay, in which steps good manufacturing practices guidelines are to be applied, from which steps ICH Q.4 to be applied, from which step all the ICH guidelines are to be applied. Okay, so let me share with you that whenever you are manufacturing any API, so the step in which API key starting material is introduced into your manufacturing process, from that point of view you will have to apply the CGMP guidance and CGMP practices. Okay, but this is also true that for manufacturing the key starting material also you will have to follow certain basic standards and basic practices. Okay, so now you know that from which step you will have to apply all the CGMP compliance guideline. Okay, now another concept we are going to discuss, that whom you should appoint the head of the quality, whether the quality and production head can be the same person. Tell me, what do you think? Quality is something that should not be compromised, right? The purpose of quality, the quality assurance department, compliance department, is to ensure that there should be safety, potency, efficacy, okay, of the product. So the product should be of the good quality. Okay, and the production department manufacture the product, and we know that there are timelines, there are deliverables, right, and there are urgency of the tasks. So what the guideline tells, that whether the head of quality and production can be same. Tell me whether it can be same. I have seen in my 25 years of the experience in the pharmaceutical companies that there is always, not always but most of the time, there will be some different opinion of production and quality assurance people or responsible persons. Okay, so in case if HOD of both the department will be the same, what can be the chances? there may be chances that the non-compliance can happen. That when it is, I'm saying based on the guidance what is it is written in the guideline, that the HOD of production and QA cannot be the same person, or the person who has responsibility of quality unit should not be given the responsibility of production. Okay, if there will be the target of the production person will be manufacture the product of required batch size in required quantity, right, and obviously of the good quality, and the timelines are to be met. Okay, but quality person is the person who should never compromise the quality of the product, even for the meeting the timeline or deliverables or any of the things. When there is, the person has to choose among two things. One is that he has to manufacture the product within the timeline, and another is that he has to manufacture the good quality of the product. Okay, the situation can arise that, for example, there is an OS has occurred. OS has identified, and it is identified that the timeline is also to meet. And if the OS is logged, then the timeline will not be able to meet. So this is the time when what decision you will take as a quality person. You will think that yes, OS to be logged, right? And as a production person also you should think like this only. But may be possible that among the two personalities, one personality will focus more on the timeline and deliverables, and one personality will focus on the quality of the product or following the quality and compliance. Okay, so this kind of tussle can happen while taking the decisions. So that is the reason it is said in the guideline, the person who is responsible for the quality, the same person should not be given the responsibility of production department. Okay, so these concepts today we have discussed. Now another concept, okay, that what should be the frequency of preparing the product quality review, or what is the frequency of performing the product quality review. So as per the guidance, the product quality review must be performed annually. Okay, as I have discussed in previous videos also, in annual product quality review we have to study many things like how many batches are manufactured, okay, how many batches are exported, okay, how many batches are charged in the stability, how many QMS are logged, how many change control deviation, kappa, OS, OT, okay, how many product recalls have performed, whether any market complaint has come or not. Okay, so these things means it is a horoscope of any product. Okay, so you understood that whenever a annual product quality review is there, so whole life cycle of the product to be recorded in the APQR. Okay, so you understood now about the APQR. Because of the time constraint, I am sharing with you in short, but later we will be discussing in detail. Okay, if you want to arrange the training, my training on your site or auditing on your site, so I have written my mail in the description. You can write me on the mail and we can work together for your success to qualify the regulatory inspections with no observations. Yes, and keep in mind that the audit is not qualified within one day or few days, but you will have to prepare for it so that when the time comes you are going to be successful. Definitely there will be no question. Okay, so in that way the preparation is to be done, and many of my clients have qualified the USFDA with no observation, not only once but 2 times, multiple times, and my clients have qualified EDQM with no critical and no major observations. And yes, and after the training drastic change have come and magical transformation in the people and quality culture has been observed. Okay, so if you want to see these magical shifts on your manufacturing site, so write me and definitely I am going to contribute something in the growth of your organization. Now, next concept we are going to discuss, that in annual product quality review, whether the preparation of the trends is necessary. So let me share with you that whatever is reviewed, that can be improved. If we are not measuring anything, if we are not reviewing anything, then it cannot be improved. So trend help us to see the impact or review our manufacturing procedure. It helps us to review our systems. Okay, so that's why preparation of the trend is necessary and it should be performed. So these were today's learning, and tell me that whether whatever you are discussing with me, whether you are making notes, and I would love to read your notes. Please share in the comments that what are your learnings. Maybe possible that all these things you already know it, okay, but when we will be discussing with each other and you will write the comment, so it will be revised, and whenever we will keep on discussing. So whenever any such kind of activity will be performed on your side, okay, so these things will click on in your mind and you will immediately identify if any gap is there. Okay, because when there is a brainstorming is there, whenever discussions are there, so it help us to be on track. So what is the reason that external auditor comes? He is able to identify the gaps which every day we are looking at the same thing, but we are not able to see that things, that this is the non-compliance. Okay, so when auditor finds it, so we see कि oh, ये तो मुझे पता था, हम तो पहले से जानते थे. But जानने से कुछ नहीं होता है. जानने के बाद आपने उसके ऊपर क्या एक्शन लिया, क्या आपने उस गैप को क्लोज किया, क्या आपने उसको क्लोज करके उसको कंप्लायंस में लाया, वो इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. ओके तो इसीलिए जो डिस्कशन है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई डोंट मिस एनी ऑफ माय सेशंस. ओके, बिकॉज आई एम वर्किंग so hard for its preparation, that so that I can share these things with you and you can be benefited. Okay, and if you, whether you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you have not subscribed, then go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also press the bell icon. Okay, so you should get the notification whenever any new video or new learnings is coming to you from me. Okay, so these things you will have to keep in mind. And another thing is that don't forget to share these things to the people who need this. Maybe possible that you are HOD of the department, or you are a business owner, you are a founder of any manufacturing company, and you have the department of quality assurance, quality control, warehouse, production, engineering. Okay, so you can share these videos and learnings with those people so that they can learn it. Okay, so it will help them to remind again and again and again that what compliances they will have to follow. Okay, so these were the things, and it is really going to benefit you. Okay, so keep following me, because I am interested in your growth and your success. Okay, with this, Dr. Rupali Paranjape signing out until we meet again. Bye. Thank you.